Heard a lot about this show, the ExCandidates.
This has been a pretty thorough interview.
These institutions which we've been told to respect and trust are actually completely untrustworthy.
Have you confirmed that you are negative before attending tonight if you are unvaccinated?
I still see people with masks on and driving, and they're in the car by themselves.
So you can pay my electricity bill, you thinking that was spared.
We're teaching them about what it means to be a pansexual instead of teaching them how to do your taxes.
It's no for me. I say no to the voice.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the ExCandidates. My name is Stephen Tripp, joined again by my co-host Adam Zara. How are you today, Adam?
I'm pretty good, thanks, Stephen. How are you going?
You've upgraded your man cave today?
Well, I'm in a construction site today, so I'm working, and of course we're doing it in the middle of the day. I thought I'd just take my lunch break and do this one.
Very good. So we've got some returning guests on today with us. Michael Andjelkovic and Dr. Kafataris. Now, they joined us back in episode 41, and that episode was all about the history of the Religious Anti-discrimination Bill, otherwise known as the Latham Bill. So if you want to know what we're talking about this episode, go back and watch that episode because it details the whole history of things. But we're going to focus on the present and the future on this chat today. I'm going to start off with you, Michael. You recently had a petition going on where you got over 23,000 signatures. Is that right? Do you want to just explain what that petition was?
Yep. Thank you, Steve, and thank you, Adam. Thank you for having us back on the show. So the petition that I started back in February was to support the religious anti-discrimination legislation to have it enacted in Parliament. As we discussed previously, that legislation had been going since the legislation was initially proposed back in 2019, went to a parliamentary committee in 2020, was knocked back in 2021, and unfortunately I couldn't get a lower house MP to sponsor a online parliamentary petition until the rules changed, and we managed to get those rules changed in late 2022, and you can then now put parliamentary petitions through the upper house. So I started a parliamentary petition in February that was to finish up on the 11th of May. The idea or the intention was to try and get as many signatures as possible prior to the election to send the message to both major parties. It went along. We got around 8,000 signatures up until about the 7th or 6th or 7th of May. And in the last 7 days, we had a huge tsunami of signatures. Everybody got behind it, and we ended up securing around 14,500, 15,000 signatures in just under 7 days, or just on 7 days. It was a fantastic effort by many, many groups that were out there, people of faith, freedom fighters. Everybody got behind it.
You had a lot of people backing you as well. I know Rod Lampard wrote an article about it in Cauldron Pool, and Turning Point Australia got behind you as well. Is that right?
That's correct. So Cauldron Pool, Canberra Declaration put out some articles and posts. Joel Jamal from Turning Point Australia got behind it. Graham Hood got behind it as well and posted some information on his social media sites. Then we also worked with grassroots groups through the various faith groups. So we had Catholics and Muslims and other Christian groups working with us and sending it out to their people and their congregations. And, it all just went. Like I said, in 7 days, we secured 14,500, 15,000 signatures.
Yeah, can I just add to that, and something that, and I guess I'm the one that's never politically correct. Michael had no the election coming up, so no, it was anything but an anti-trans rally. The only element that came up in the tea was was in the conversion therapy laws and wanting parents to have the rights to teach their children about gender identity. So if that's an anti-trans rally, guilty as charged. But I'll always support a parent's right to determine what's best for their children, not a government.
Yep.
All right. Well, I think we've covered quite a lot of issues, and I think this is what this podcast is about: just giving people an open platform to express their views. And there might not always be issues that we've completely fleshed out collectively, but I mean that's what debate's all about. This is how you get a consensus amongst people. And thank you very much for coming on, Michael and Dr. Con. We really appreciate it, and we'll probably have you guys back in the future because I can see this as a battle that will continue for many months and years to come.
Yeah,
always happy to help Steve and Adam. Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
And is there any way that people? I know, Dr. Con, you're not on social media or anything like that, but Michael, if people want to keep up to date with all this stuff, you're everywhere.
I have my Facebook account. I'm just about to update my my website, but at this stage, the best way to contact me is through Facebook. So you do the Facebook /Michael.independent and you'll find my page.
And anyone, Michael and I work closely together. So if anyone needs anything from myself and it's only social media, they can contact Michael, say they're looking for me, and he can connect us.
Yeah.
And
we're
Michael,
in the process of putting some presentations and forums together. So we're happy to come out to various community groups and address them. Churches, mosques will come out and speak on these issues if we're invited.
And Michael, just one last time, you just back to this petition that you had. So the next step is to email your local member to
contact your local member of parliament, whether it's by phone, by email, or in person, or all three, all of the above, and just say that you want to support the anti-discrimination bill, the Religious Anti-discrimination bill, and you want that enacted. And they can go to my YouTube channel as well. So I've got a Michael Andjelkovic YouTube channel, and you'll share that link, and there's a template there and the instructions there as well.
And I think it's important that they, in their response, or what they're saying to the MP, is that it's very important that they make it clear that this is an important issue for them, and it will direct how they vote. And the sample letters we put out is that for those MPs that support us, we're going to help them at the coming elections. For those that don't support us, then we'll be campaigning against them. And I think you just got to be that blunt. Emails are one thing, but I always believe in the eyeball to eyeball, belly to belly. So if they're your MP, they work for you. They should be willing to meet with you. If they're not willing to meet with you, then don't vote for them, just on principle.
And they should be willing to listen to you whether they agree with you or not.
Absolutely. And the more MPs that actually see people come in and talking about this, the more likelihood that the message will get back to Speakman and to Chris Minns, saying that this is a real issue, and we better be careful how we tread.
Okay, thank you guys. Thank you very much. Thank you, Adam. I know you've you got a lot of things going on behind you there. So
they're building formwork and what do you call it?
Scaffolding.
Scaffolding. That's the word, scaffolding. So they're building all the scaffolding and that. So right. I've been on mute half the time now. So anyway, good to be here. And it was really excellent to speak to you guys and to delve into the troves of vilification and LGBTB. It's just going to continue. I can see it's just an issue like The Voice. It's just never going to stop.
Yeah, and I think what you've that slippery slope you highlighted, that conclusion you came to on your own, I think that's important, and I would be trumpeting that. I'd be, the more people can make that synapse, that mental connection, the better it is. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yep. And thank you everyone for watching. If you have any comments, put them in the comments. We're happy to hear what everyone thinks about this. So thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers.